Hey guys, Toby Morrison here. Today's question is from Emma, and Emma asks, how do you stop yourself analysing and thinking about CFS all day when everything you do is dictated by it? So I think this is a really good question and a very normal thing to struggle with, especially when you're going through suffering, which can be in any form. At the end of the day, suffering is usually pain inflicted on the body and the mind, or both, or vice versa. And usually what happens is we get consumed by it, and we almost become crazy within ourselves because we focus so in on just the one problem, which expands bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's a great question, and again, take what I say with a grain of salt. Remember that my perspective is different to yours, and that all I can offer is my experience. So you're consumed by it. It's your life, right? All you can see with your eyes is your suffering. The quickest way to get out of it is by focusing on someone else. And this is teachings from the Buddha, the Dalai Lama, things like that. Is that as soon as you start to look at someone else or care for someone else, the reflection is not on you anymore, it's on them. One of the most powerful things you can do is help someone else if you're constantly in your own struggle. And it might not mean physically, it might mean emotionally, it might mean just being there for someone else or listening. So you don't actually have to do too much, but what you actually are doing is shifting your focus from your own suffering and helping someone else through theirs. This is one of the most powerful forms of helping yourself, because when you help someone else, you're helping yourself already by taking the focus and the magnifying glass off your own suffering and realizing that someone else out there has a problem. All right, and you can help them and be compassionate and be there for them and empathize with them, even on your own bed. So shift your focus from your own suffering to someone else's and actually be there for someone else. That is the quickest form of self-help. And like I said, you don't have to physically go and do something. It might mean just listening or asking a question to someone else saying, hey, how are you doing? What can I do for you? And it might just mean you listen. And it's a really powerful thing, and it might sound almost too simple to be true, but from my own personal experience, whenever I take the reflection of myself and stop looking within, and actually I look up and I go, wow, this person's going through this person's going through this. We've all got something going on, but if I can at least be of assistance with somebody, then I'm being useful in the world. That's one way of taking the consumption of what your problem is and dissolving it. The second way is shifting your focus from within yourself, because if you're on your own all the time and you feel like you can't help someone, then shifting your focus from what is to what could be in a benefit sense rather than a drawback sense. So rather than looking, oh my God, my life sucks, you could go look at the potential here. This is what I could potentially do. All it is a shifted focus. It could be your mindset and your consciousness, your awareness, your meditation. You could sit there and meditate and think about blue skies. Find moments of joy in your suffering. Whether it's with your loved ones, your family, your pet. Pets are great for literally being in the moment, in the present moment. You're consumed because you're consumed by your mind, which is thinking about the problem and magnifying it. But if you're in the present moment, the magnifying glass gets taken off and you're just there. You're here. Not where you were 10 minutes ago or a day ago or 5 years ago. You're here. Dogs are fantastic. If a dog comes up to you, it's in the present moment, it's wagging its tail, it wants a pat, and you're there patting it, and you're not thinking about anything else but patting the dog. Unless you choose to keep focusing on what you don't want to focus on. They're just a couple of ways to do that. Again, you want to shift yourself from being consumed by it, which is in here, to opening your awareness up and being open and just asking better questions, asking different questions. Literally, it's a shift of focus. Stop focusing so inwardly and focus out there. Helping people is by the first step. You can do that. So Emma, I hope that helps. I understand how hard it can be sometimes when you're so, critical and analytic on yourself. But remember, you just need to loosen up a bit and just, loosen the shackles. Try and focus on something outside of your current reality right now. Sometimes also, if we focus too much on trying to change our reality, that it becomes a constant battle within ourselves, and again that analysis or paralysis by analysis happens. So my suggestion is find the joy right now. Find the beauty within right now. Find the blessing in the disguise. You can write that down, you can think about it, you can meditate on it, you could draw it, you could talk about it. But again, the quickest way out of magnifying your own problems and analysing it too much and being stuck is to help someone else in need. Literally make a phone call, type a message, send an email, take your suffering off you and help someone else with it. Hope that helps, and take care.